Hi guys, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the full review for this Oppo Enco M32. This is a budget-oriented, neckband style, Bluetooth earphones. I've been actually using them for the last 10 odd days, so let me talk about them. And we'll talk about all the things over here. And one thing I just want to get out right is, if you already have the Oppo Enco M31 that was previous to this one, there is no reason to upgrade to the M32, guys. But this M32 as of now is available on Amazon for about 1500 rupees, and for that price I would say it's a pretty good deal. But we'll go over all the aspects of this. So let's talk with build quality and looks, and typical neckband style. This is soft plastic, guys, so it's actually good. So it has a soft touch feel, but it is plastic, but it's a decent quality one, I would say. So no issues. You just wear it like this over your neck, and actually this is magnetic. This is a on off, so if you just open this actually connects to your smartphone. And I tested this one with the OnePlus RT and even the iPhone 13 Pro, and I did not have any issues. So if you just open it, it actually connects. And on this side we have all the buttons, the volume rocker and a center button. You can call your assistant with that. And this one, if you just press it for a while, it also skips tracks and goes back, so multifunctional. And here we have a USB Type-C port for charging. So pretty simple, I would say, construction that you're having on this one. And now let's talk about the Bluetooth range, which is important. And this claims to have Bluetooth 5. And in fact, in terms of Bluetooth range, I did not have an issue with this one. It was perfectly fine. In the same room, I never had an issue. Even when I moved to the next room, it did not disconnect or anything. So the Bluetooth range is average, I would say. When I went to the third room, extreme end of the flat, yes, it disconnected, but that's normal with even pretty high-end earphones that I have. So Bluetooth was not an issue, and even connectivity was not an issue. Even when I was using this for long calls, it did not disconnect. So that way it's nice. Next thing is lag while watching videos. Here again, I have to say they are doing a pretty good job. I did not notice that lip syncing issues while watching YouTube videos or Netflix videos using this one. Next thing is regarding app and customization. There is no app or any customization with this one. We don't have a dedicated app or anything on this one, so this is not applicable. Okay, let's talk about comfort, because this is a very important thing. And here I was a little bit concerned because this is a budget oriented one, 1500 rupees, but nevertheless I have to say comfort wise it is very good. The ear tips are very comfortable, I would say. And I could just wear this for hours and hours, and I did not have any fatigue in the ear. That I cannot say for even some pretty expensive TWS that I have. So that way, in terms of comfort, no issues on this one. Very comfortable. I didn't even have to change these default ear tips. So comfort, no issues whatsoever. Now if we talk about active noise cancellation, we simply do not have any active noise cancellation or anything on this one, so that is not applicable. But let's talk about the microphone quality, because this is also very important. We are taking a lot of calls and we are using this one. And here initially I was pretty skeptical about this one, but I have to say in terms of microphone quality, I'm very happy with this one. I took a lot of calls with this one, and nobody complained that my voice clarity was not good or anything. So in that respect, I would say they exceeded my expectations, because I have a lot more TWS high-end earphones. For example, if you know, these are the Sony XM4s. Cost about 25,000. These are the new Yamaha ones that I'm testing. This is for 32,000. I have the Sonys, the Jabras. I'm used to high-end ones. And what I noticed with some of the budget-oriented earphones and TWS, the microphone quality used to be not that good. But on this one, no issues like that. So in terms of microphone quality, if you take a lot of calls, then you wouldn't be bothered with this. It's actually much better than what I expected. Okay, regarding volume adjustment, you can directly do it from here, so not a problem. Here, as you can see, you can just press this up and down, and you can adjust the volume directly from this one. Now, talking about the battery life, again, the battery life was good. I actually, to be very frank, could not test exactly how many hours because I was just using it normally, and I was charging this once every 4 odd hours. And the good thing is that this does support fast charging, because when I was just leaving it on the charger, I came after 20-25 minutes, I picked it up, and when you switch it on, and on an Android phone, it actually shows the percentage of battery life. It was charged to 100%. So the battery life is good, easily should give you about 15-18 hours or something like that. So battery life is not an issue. Certainly way better than most of the TWS, which gives just about 4-5 hours of battery life. So battery life is not an issue, but generally these neckband ones do not have a battery life issue. So that way it's nice. Now let's talk about the sound quality, which most of you have come. But first, let me talk about the sound signature and the sound stage, because every earphone has a different. This one, I would say, the sound signature is very soothing on this one, so you can listen to it for hours and hours, and it will not create you ear fatigue. But again, it's not very punchy in terms of music. But if I have to break it down, let's start with the bass. Definitely, I would say the bass is a lot more emphasized on this one. And guys, I'm going to rate it based on the pricing. This is for just 1,500 rupees, and for that, I would say the bass is done well. If I have to be based on the pricing, the base quality, I would say it's 9 on 10. If pricing was not an issue, let's say that this was above 10,000, then yes, I would say the base is about 7 out of 10, because base is there. You get that base. It's not very punchy, but most of you will like it, and I simply cannot complain considering the price point of the bass quality on this. Again, now coming to the mid-tones, those are vocals. Here, I would say these sound very good. It's very pleasing. The mid-tones and the vocals sounded great on this one, so you will not have a problem. Now, if we move to the higher tones, the shimmer and all this thing, here it's slightly lacking. I would say I would give it a rating of 7.5 out of 10. But again, guys, don't be alarmed. Even many of the TWSs, etc., what I review, that cost even 4,000-5,000, even the nothing ears that was 6,000. There also the high tones I did not like. So there it's lacking. But again, if you're not used to pretty high-end earphones and stuff, you will not notice it. Overall, you will love it. Overall, I would say the sound signature on this one was very good on this one. And if I have to rate it overall for the sound, I would rate it as high as 8.9 out of 10. There is one small thing that I noticed that is lacking on this one, that was there present on the M31. M31 actually supported the LDAC codec, but for some reason they removed the LDAC codec on this one. This is at 1,500 rupees. That M31 was for 2,000 rupees. But again, guys, don't be worried. In terms of music quality, I did not have an issue. I used it with the iPhone 13 Pro. I even used it with the OnePlus 9RT, and the music sounded very good. In fact, to give you an idea, people just get too much obsessed about the codecs and something like that. For example, this is the Yamaha's high-end earphones that I'm actually currently testing. This is for 32,000, and this one also does not support LDAC. But this one, in terms of just sheer music quality, beats the pants out of the Sony XM4s and even a lot other that support LDAC and something. So it's about the music quality, guys. Don't get obsessed about the codecs and stuff like that. So overall, in terms of music quality, I liked it very much. Even for calls, it was good. But again, I would say the higher tones could have been slightly better, but for this price point, I simply cannot complain. And considering the price point, if you're able to get it for 1,500 rupees, it's a big thumbs up from me. So that was my review of this Oppo Enco M32. But again, as I've told you, if you already own the M31, just forget about it. This is not an upgrade. The M31s were good enough. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.